Yeah.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Eddie Marcus, again, spokesman and advocate for basic human rights for all people. Today is the anniversary date of the current President of the United States, anniversary for his inauguration. And I understand that the government is shut down because your representatives in Congress do not have the people's best interest at heart. They do, however, have their constituents' best interest. And the constituents' best interest is reflected in the shutdown, which means that it is not working, which means that you, the people, and your relationship to one another is on a breakdown. It's on a breakdown to the extent that all of that which you call foolishness that's taking place at the national level is taking place. It is a reflection of the American people. Let me say this to you again. The breakdown that you see at the national level, you see how the tax bill has been set up to favor those who are already super wealthy. They get breaks. They get breaks. And those of you who need breaks get it stuck to you. Not only that, they want to take additional money out to increase the military. The bombs are not big enough nowadays. Not only that, they want to build a wall that they said that another country was going to pay for. Now they want to stick it to you. You didn't say build that wall, we're going to pay for it. You said build that wall, they are going to pay for it. And now they want to make you pay for it. And you are settling and as if this is okay. Well, it probably is because you have been so brain whipped. You have been so confused about the things that's true and that which is untrue, that which is real and that which is unreal, until somebody can stand before you now in the White House and say two things that are totally contradictory to one another and swear that they didn't say either one of them if it's appropriate for their cause. And you, knowing that it's a lie, will go along with it as if you are a helpless little puppy. That is a hard thing to say. I know it's a hard thing for you to hear, but it is the truth. So how do you fix this? You don't fix it by trying to let some other Democrat come to you and say they're going to fix this and they're going to stick to that and they're going to support this cause in their constituency. Or a Republican talking about we're going to stick to our conservative views and we're going to do this and we're going to make sure that this is done, and all you're going to get is more confusion like you have in the United States today and like you have in other countries of the world today. That's not going to fix anything. Now, ladies and gentlemen, one of the hardest pills that you will have to swallow is this, is that men don't know everything. They only know what they have been given to know. And they haven't been given to know everything. And trying to play God by force is not being God at all. It's being anti-God. Now, look at all what force is trying to do. And look at the pain it's causing. Now, something says that the true God that you cannot look on and see except looking at what that true God has done. And that's the stuff that's on the earth that you can distinguish with those senses that you've been given, you yourselves. That's the evidence that there's a power outside of us. And we ourselves have certain essentials for survival, each of us common amongst us, and they can be met, and each of us play a role in meeting that. There's no price tag on that. Everything is given. All we have to do is apply ourselves and do this for one another. We don't need some intermediary. We the people don't need some con artist using money to divide us by who got the most money. I say to you, ladies and gentlemen, when I was a child, I acted as a child. But when I became a man, when I had my eyes open and I saw what deception had done to us as a people, I began to stand up and tell you that this stuff is happening and there is another way. And that way is to try it by the power that you cannot see. But you have faith enough to allow it to live in you. And so that which you dream of can be, because you are the first hand to the plow to make it be. And you're not arguing with anybody, because everybody is on the same path, freedom. Now, yes, I asked the people in the state of Minnesota to send me to Washington to replace Al Franken. But I'm not going up there to play games that I've been watching exemplified before me all the years of my life. I see what it has done. There's got to be a change. A change that says that every man, that every woman, that every child, that every old person got a right to freedom, got a right to peace and prosperity and joy in their lives. And it's not a hard, complicated thing. It's not so difficult. You shouldn't have to work your butts down looking old when you're 30. You shouldn't be able to have to give up hope by the time you're 25. But it's not going to just change. It's going to change when you, the people, change. And you, the people, are not going to change until you start hearing a different conversation. What I'm telling you, where do you hear that at? Where do you hear somebody challenging you to make a change in your own lives? And stop blaming other folks until you can straighten your own act. The fact that you haven't straightened your own act is an indication that others can't. But if you can, then so can they. But prove it by you changing yours. I'm tired of seeing people suffering. I'm tired of seeing people stealing because they feel that got no other way. I'm tired of seeing people abusing one another because they're so disgusted with their own life and they're blaming everybody, including themselves. I'm tired of seeing people just walking the streets wondering, when is that day going to come? And I'm tired of hearing preachers talking about that day just might be, today just might be the day that God is going to figure it out for you. Baby, God is not figuring it out for you. It has already been figured out. You, your problem. You are your problem. And if you send me to Washington, I'm going to tell all those senators that you, whatever state you from, you are the problem. Those senators that you got in there, they represent you. You are the problem. This is why we're having all this hell going on. But now I got to give it to you. Even though you're the problem, you were con. I got to tell you the truth. You were con. It was given to you because those before you were con. And they just kept passing the con on down. Passing the con on down. People scared to stand up and tell the truth. Those who knew the truth stood up and told the truth, got killed. Everybody just fell in line. Just fell in line. And today, we are falling in line. That's exactly where we're at. I'm telling you today, we are in line. Now, I want you to see it. I want you to see it. And let us fix it, okay? Well, I'm going to end it there. I think you got the point that I've been trying to make today. I want to thank you again for giving me this your time. This is Eddie Marcus, spokesman and advocate for basic human rights for all people, meaning that you and your dreams come true. That's the mission. Bye-bye.